Hey, welcome back. Let's take a look at the stock system. The stock system is a way to write the charge for multivalent metals. Unlike group 1 and 2, multivalent metals have different numbers of charges. The multi, meaning many, the valent, meaning valence or charge. So these metals don't just have a +1 or a +2. They have +2, +3. They have many or multiple different charges. This can be confusing when naming them. Because of this, we need to have a system in which we can figure out what charge someone is talking about whenever they name a compound. Let's take a look at an example that could cause some confusion. Iron chloride. So the question is, what exactly is the charge of iron in iron chloride? Iron is multivalent, meaning it can take on a +2 or a +3. And the name iron chloride tells us nothing about its charge. So in the stock system, we will write the charge of the metal as a Roman numeral. So we would write iron, Roman numeral 3, chloride. That way I know the iron has a +3 charge. So, which metals are in fact multivalent? There are only a few that we're going to look at, and so we're going to identify them on the periodic table. The reasoning behind this is you would not want to use the stock system numbers on metals that are not multivalent. So it's important to know which ones you should use Roman numerals on and which ones you should not. So I'm going to use the red here, and I'm going to highlight the main multivalents. You can see from chromium to copper here in this group, and the metal tin and lead. These will be the main ones that we will focus on. Let's take a look at an example in which we are writing the formula and we are given the actual name. So an example of this would be something like iron 3, Roman numeral 3 here in the middle, chloride. Here's the name of what we have been given, and let's write the formula. So we know iron from the periodic table is going to be Fe. I see the 3 here, so I know the charge will be 3. And chloride, I know, is Cl. And I also know its charge is -1 because it's a group 17 metal. The common factor between the two is 3. So the question is, what is it going to take to get to 3? Iron 1, 3 times 1 is 3. -1 times 3 is 3, so I need 3 chlorides. 3 minus 3 is 0. So the formula will be FeCl3. Let's take a look at a way to write the name of a compound when we have been given the formula for the compound. So this will be the opposite of what we just did, basically. So a formula would be something like PbO2. And we could call this lead oxide, but the question is, what is the lead's charge? So I know oxygen is -2. 2 times 2 is going to give me 4. So I know I need lead to have a 4 charge. So what times 1 is going to give me 4? The answer is 4. So now I know the charge of lead is 4. So I will write lead first, lead, and then the 4 will go in the middle, Roman numeral 4, followed by oxide, and that is how we name it. Notice that we used the 4 here, which came from there. See you next time. Bye-bye.